You have a certain amount of money that you want to invest into real estate. Awesome. But you're stuck because you don't know how you should use it. Let's say you have $100,000. How do you want to allocate that $100,000? Does it all go to one thing? Does it go to multiple things? What are those things? Maybe you have $10,000. This one I hear a lot. For some reason, 10,000 seems to be the magic number. You have $10,000. What can you do with that? So I'll be honest, in this video, I'm not going to answer that question for you, partially because I don't know how much money you have that you're trying to figure out. I also don't know what your goals are. But what I am going to give you are 4 considerations for you to think about as you're trying to figure out this answer for yourself. So, if you're in this boat, or you've been in this boat, and you have some money you want to invest, and you aren't totally sure what you want to do with it, hit the like button. I don't know why those things go together, but we'll go with it. Okay, let's dive in. Consideration number 1, when you're trying to figure out how you want to invest the money that you have to invest. Number 1, what strategy are you doing? There's a big difference between wholesaling, flipping, rental properties, short-term rentals. There's land, syndications, notes. There's all these different strategies in real estate. Have you narrowed down which one you want to do? Because which strategy you want to do is going to kind of dictate what you do with your money because they all cost different amounts. If you're not sure yet on what strategy exactly that you do want to pursue, I'm going to link to a video below that is literally talking about what strategy you should pursue as a real estate investor. So check that out if you haven't decided that yet. But if you have decided that, look at how much each of those investments cost within that strategy. That's consideration number 1. Consideration number 2, are you leveraging the money that you have or are you paying cash? There's a big difference if you have that $100,000, if you're planning to leverage that out between several properties, or if you're planning to buy one property with it. Or if you have that $10,000, you may need to make sure that you're leveraging because $10,000 by itself may not get you a whole lot, if anything. So, are you leveraging or paying cash? If you're not sure on that, I'm going to link to another video below that compares the 2 options. It's the infamous debate. Should you finance your investment property or pay cash for it? So jump on that video and check that out to help you decide which path makes the most sense for you. Consideration number 3 as you're trying to figure out what to do with your money. What are the numbers? Whatever property or strategy or whatever you're thinking of pursuing, how are you planning to profit off of it? And what is that expected profit? I have a video for that. Make sure you know where your profit's coming from. It's the whole point of the video. You'd be surprised how many people go diving into an investing strategy or diving into an investment property and they don't actually know exactly how they plan to profit and how much. So that's one thing. So check out that video if you need help on that front. The other thing with the numbers is you may want to compare 2 options. Let's say you have $100,000 and you can finance several properties or pay cash for one. Or you're comparing a rental property option versus a flipping option and you aren't sure which one. Run the numbers on each scenario. What do they look like? The numbers on one may be terrible while the numbers on another are great. Well, that makes it an easy choice. Maybe the numbers are comparable. Then you'll have to consider some other things. But the numbers really play a big factor into this when you're trying to decide what to do with your pot of money or your pot of gold, is because it takes the abstract out to a certain degree and makes it more black and white. It makes it factual. If this property or this strategy is going to have terrible returns and this one's going to have great ones, easy. That's a black and white fact. It's factual because we get stuck with so much abstract feeling things in real estate investing because we don't know what we don't know and we don't always know what we're looking at and they're not always clear cut. The numbers will help you make more things clear cut. So again, the numbers on your different options, but also the different strategies. So how many properties, what kinds of properties, what strategies. Run the numbers on all of the possibilities because that alone may help clear this up for you. Last consideration for how you're going to allocate this money. We already talked about strategy in terms of, are you flipping? Are you doing rental properties? Are you wholesaling? Are you buying land? Are you doing syndications? The word strategy can be used in another way too. And this is consideration number 4, the bigger strategy. What is your ultimate strategy for real estate investing as a whole? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? What are your resources? What's your plan? It's like a business plan. And strategy, this bigger strategy, is so important because if you base your decision on smaller things that don't actually support your bigger strategy, you're going to kind of shoot yourself in the foot. So, shocker, I have a video for this one too. I have a video that talks about the importance of that bigger strategy and how to navigate that in terms of developing that strategy while also being a little bit flexible as a way to best succeed with it. I know, sounds weird. Check out the video. It'll make a lot more sense there. So, recapping, what are those 4 considerations as you're trying to figure out how to allocate the money that you have available to invest? Number 1, what actual strategy you're trying to do, rental properties, flipping, notes, syndications, whatever. That's going to make a difference because they all cost different amounts. Number 2, are you leveraging the money or are you paying cash? That's going to tell you how many things that you can buy with that amount of money. Number 3, what are the numbers on all the possibilities you're considering? Just run them and you might see a big difference. And then lastly, consideration number 4 is, what is your bigger strategy? What is your plan? What are your goals? What do you need in order to make that happen? So, again, I know I didn't solve your problem for you, but I'm hoping that between these 4 considerations, it will help set you down the path to figuring out the absolute best answer for you. Now, one last thing I'm going to ask of you. Throw down in the comments, what is your current strategy? If you have a certain amount of money that you're trying to invest, what are your thoughts? How are you thinking of investing it? Let all of us help you. I'll jump in and help you. Tell me how much you got and what you're trying to do. I'll help you. Other people watching this video can help you. Maybe you just have questions. Put all of that down in the comments and we'll all talk about it. Like, hello, I do this with coaching clients all the time and they pay me hourly. So why not throw it down in a YouTube comment and get an answer for free? Or if you do want more details and help, like more personalized help, I do offer coaching on this. Hit me up. I'll throw that link down there also. And I cannot wait to help you invest the money that you want to invest in real estate and get going with it because it's very fun.